Shehzad Poonawalla, you want to respond? It's being posited as indiscipline of Mr. Gehlot. You heard Mr. Khachariyawas saying, look, the High Command cannot impose its will on MLAs. How do you see this? Is this a challenge to the Congress High Command, or really the emergence of a democracy within the Congress where even MLAs are saying we will decide who our Chief Minister is?
We are only missing your Neta Nagri anchor Saurabh on the show, but we have all the elements of that. And let me begin with the Sahir Ludhianvi Pankti. कभी खुद पे कभी हालात पे रोना आया, बात निकली तो हर एक बात पर रोना आया. Rajdeep, first of all, let me tell you, as a BJP spokesperson, I have no business to comment on what is the internal affairs of the Congress, but the reason why we are here is because we are troubled that this government, which was born in the womb of instability, has continued to push the state of Rajasthan into political instability and has taken it down the path of complete chaos, whether it's the rising rapes, rising riots, or the policy of appeasement, or the other things that are going wrong within Rajasthan, and their only focus is on Satta Bachao, not on Rajasthan Bachao in that sense. Now, coming to the point that you're answering, there are three clear messages, Rajdeep, from the things that we have seen, and including hearing Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, I think it was a slip of tongue when he says that now Mr. Gehlot should be prevented at any cost from becoming the president of the party. How is this a democratic election that was taking place? Look, if you look at it objectively, Mr. Gehlot has tried to do what is best for the party in his opinion in Rajasthan. So if anything, he has been loyal to the party, perhaps not to the family. And by this logic, because he is not loyal to the family, he should not be contesting the so-called election. Let me tell you, Rajdeep, what exactly this was. This was never an election to begin with. This was about the Parivar imposing their remote control as an Adhyaksh. The remote control, who was supposed to be the remote control, took out the batteries in Jaipur, and the remote control wanted his remote control to be put as the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. So this is all a fight of remote control going out of control. Jaipur का remote control चाह रहे थे ये राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष बने, राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष के चक्कर में इन्होंने जयपुर का बैटरी निकाल दिया. This is the point.
It's very interesting you're saying all this about remote control on a day when the reports are coming in that JP Nadda.
I knew you'd bring it up.
No, I'll bring it in. JP Nadda is likely to be selected for another term. So when the BJP selects a party president, that's democracy. That 2.5 people in your party select the president, that's democracy. But when the Congress High Command decides to choose Sachin Pilot as the leader, you suddenly say, oh, this family is anti-democratic. Come on.
Rajdeep, now,
what's
can I
the
answer?
difference? Yes, please do.
And I hope you won't interrupt me. First of all, let's address the source-based news which was reflected on Aaj Tak India today. When there is an election here, as you must have seen in the last election cycle, and Rahul Srivastava is sitting here, the term of the president of the Bharatiya Janata Party is for 3 years. But when you go into an election cycle like 2019 or 2024, you can't have a membership drive. In that time, the national executive and the parliamentary board, if they decide to extend the tenure of the president so that it can continue to the election, and then after that the election process begins. So that doesn't mean Mr. Nadda has been selected, appointed, re-elected. That is not the case.
Are you serious that Mr. Nadda was elected? Are you serious that Mr. Nadda was elected or selected by Amit Shah and Narendra Modi? Let's be honest.
Rajdeep, can I answer? You know, I've got a... do you believe in Aaj Tak's reportage at least, if not me? Here is Aaj Tak's reporter, Navneet Mishra, who's written a very detailed piece about how elections are conducted in the BJP under Article 19 when an electoral college is elected from the booth, mandal, star, right up to the district and to the Pradesh level, and then that entire data is sent to the election commission. Elections are held, and in fact in the last 24 years...
Who chooses the BJP president?
The people of BJP, who the electoral college of the BJP chooses.
Okay.
If there is a unanimous election, however, then there might be one candidate, so it's obvious that...
So you're saying there's no selection, there's election. But
one second, now let me come to... because a couple of times you interrupted me. Let me come to the main point that I want to make. There are 3 clear signals from what has happened the last 24 hours. One, that this was a farce of an election, and I must use this platform to give my condolences to Shashi Tharoor, who still believes this is an election. 2, the limited political credibility and capital that Gandhis had, even amongst their darbaris, is now at a rock bottom. Perhaps it's gone extinct even while the cheetahs are back. And 3, look at this kind of exercise that is being done, and it is being done because this is the policy that Gandhi family has been using for a very long time. Let me just explain to you. Punjab, they made factions fight. Chhattisgarh, they made factions fight. Karnataka, DKS versus Siddaramaiah. You see the same thing in Maharashtra. You see the same thing from Gujarat and Hardik versus Bharat Singh Solanki. Hardik has obviously come out. In Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath versus Jyotiraditya ji came out. In Assam, Mr. Gogoi and Hemanta Biswa Sarma ji, came out. This is because the Congress party's first family has so little capital that the only way it could stay in power is divide and rule. And now this same policy has come to finish them in that sense politically, even in Rajasthan.